Water. From mountain reservoirs to your kitchen sink, water flows through our community with subtle precision. But have you ever wondered how it gets from here to here?
This is a conventional filtration plant, and we treat the raw water sources, majority is surface water, some well water sources, and treat it for drinking water, which is supplied to about 52,000 consumers in the Williamsport, Loyalsock, Du Bois Town, South Williamsport, and parts of Old Lycoming Township. On an average day, we treat up to 5.2 million gallons a day passes through this plant.
Over 1 billion gallons of water is stored in 3 reservoirs in the mountains above Williamsport. The water travels through a series of streams before it enters the treatment facility. Once it's entered the facility, hydrated lime and carbon dioxide are added to the water to keep it from deteriorating. The water travels through a series of settling tanks and eventually is filtered through layers of anthracite, sand, and gravel, and down into a chlorine contact tank. A disinfectant is added to the water to kill viruses and protozoa that may have entered it during the filtration process. It's monitored and tested every 2 hours by technicians to make sure the harmful bacteria is removed from the water. Lastly, the water enters the distribution outflow tanks where fluoride is added to prevent tooth decay. The cold, clean water enters 2 large storage tanks where it is then pushed by gravity down the mountain and distributed into our homes. But the water's journey doesn't end here. Much of it may leave our homes as quickly as it has arrived. Sink drains lead to underground water pipes, eventually joining other water, waste, and sludge from throughout the region. It is now on its way to the sewage treatment plant.
At the Williamsport Sanitary Authority, there is the West Plant, which covers the collection system west of Lycoming Creek, and everything east of Lycoming Creek comes here to the Central Treatment Plant.
Much like streams in the mountains, the sewage water travels to the treatment facility by gravity, which means that when it first comes into this room, it's 45 feet underground. After being pumped up to ground level, the first step is to remove the inorganic waste from the organic waste. This is called preliminary treatment. Next is primary treatment. Here, the heavier and thicker organic solids are sifted out of the water and sent to the digester. The most important treatment phase is biological. Thriving inside the sewage treatment plant is an ecosystem filled with millions of microorganisms, each with one goal: to consume organic waste and convert it into energy for their habitat. Oxygen is added to the water to enhance the organisms so they continue to live in a thriving environment. Once all the organic material is eaten, the water is disinfected and the microorganisms are removed through a chlorination process. But it doesn't end there. The very last step is to dechlorinate. Chlorine is a disinfectant, which means it kills living organisms and must be removed so as to not harm the environment. The treated water is then discharged into the Susquehanna River, traveling downstream as it enhances other ecosystems and provides drinking water to riverside communities during its long journey to the Chesapeake Bay.
The water that we discharge as treated wastewater is cleaner than drinking water in many, many world countries.
I want to encourage you to apply for the Covation Center Engage Main Street Cohort Program. In our program, you leave with 3 key values. First, you learn about your business and how to grow it. Second, you build a network with business experts focused on helping you grow. And third, other business owners that partake in the program with you become your peers and experts, and you share with each other. Please join us.